Hi, Eric with Viking Strength and Fitness here. In today's video, we're going to be going over a basic HIIT workout, and then we're going to be running through it together. So it's broken up into 9 exercises for 60-second bouts with 10 seconds of rest between each. Starting off, first exercise is going to be a burpee. Fairly basic movement. You squat down, plant your hands, swing your legs back to a push-up position, tuck your legs back in, stand up and jump and reach up, and repeat. After the burpee, second exercise is going to be the deadlift. So you grab your weights. I recommend between about 5 and 25 pounds depending on your skill level. I personally would be doing this probably at about 20 pounds to start, but I'm just using 5 today for demonstration purposes. So with the deadlift, you're going to slightly bend the knees, hinge at the hips, keep a pronated hand position so the palms facing towards you. And you slowly bend over, bending through the hips, keeping the back straight till the weight's just below your knees, and stand back up straight, and then you're going to repeat that. And after the deadlift, we're going to get into some mountain climbers. So you're going to get down into a push-up position, but keep one foot tucked into your chest, and then you're going to pop your feet off the ground and switch positions, and then alternate back and forth, getting your knees up to your elbows and tucked into your chest nice and tight. And after mountain climbers, we're going to flip over. We're going to do a sustained glute bridge for 60 seconds. So for the glute bridge, get down on your back. Try and keep your ankles fairly close to 90 degrees. You're going to flex your glutes to straighten your hips out. If you need to, you can put your arms out for balance. You're just going to hold this position for 60 seconds. After the glute bridge is our overhead press. So you grab the weights again. I'm going to bring the weight up. Try and keep the arms at a 90 degree in the starting position. Keep the shoulders back and drive the weight up. And you're going to repeat that. Try and stay strict for the entire exercise. And by strict, I mean just using your shoulders to lift the weight. If you start to fatigue and need some extra help, you can use your leg drive. You just bend at the knees a little bit and then drive the weight up with your legs and shoulders. Then after the overhead press, we're going to get into the vertical jumps. So we're going to ditch the weights, and it's just as it sounds, it's a jump. You're going to squat down a little bit, bring your arms back, and then as you drive up with your legs, you're swinging your arms forward and up. And then as you land, you're going to catch yourself with the legs and bring the arms back down like this, and repeat. And after the vertical jump, we're going to get back down and grab the weights again. We're going to do some renegade rows. You're going to get into the push-up position. You might want to have a bit wider stance in the foot for balance. And then you just roll the weight up. You're going to pull it up into your lower rib cage. You want to keep your elbow tucked in and pull the elbow back. And then switch to the other hand. You want to try and keep your body straight and flat throughout the entire time. After renegade row, we're going to ditch the weights and get into some squats. I personally prefer having my arms up front like this to help myself balance. You put them on your hips, try leaving them down by the sides, cross them over your shoulders like a front squat or whatever is comfortable. Stand with your feet just a bit wider than shoulder width, and bend at the knees and the hips, and sit down to your thighs are about parallel with the ground, and stand back up and repeat. And the 9th and final exercise is the same as the first, which is the burpees. So pause the video if you need to get yourself ready. Otherwise, let's just jump into it. And today I'm trying out a app called Interval Timer, where you got to set the number of sets, you set the workout time length, and you set the rest time length, and then it'll help you count down throughout the exercise. So if you're all ready, let's get going. We're going to start in 5, 4, 3. We're going to start with burpees. Those legs back, bring them up, jump up and reach for the sky, repeat. You want to try and keep a pace that you can sustain throughout the entire exercise, but if you do need to slow down, feel free. Just try not come to a complete stop. I'm trying to maintain a fairly slow pace myself right now for the video. Keep up with me, that's great. I would recommend trying to go faster than I am. All right, halfway through the first exercise, 30 seconds of burpees left. As far as breathing goes, I recommend trying to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth as much as possible. Try and avoid that mouth breathing. All right, 10 seconds left. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And all right, rest. Whew, grab that weight and get into the deadlifts. All right, 2, 1, let's go. Hinge at the hips, back straight. Flex those glutes when you stand up straight. Trying to keep the weight close into your body for balance purposes, as well as the farther out you hold it, the more strength it's going to take. All right, halfway done our deadlifts. Let's keep this up. Guys are doing great. While you're deadlifting, you want to try and keep the lats tight and flexed. It'll help you avoid arching your back. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we can ditch the weight and we're getting into mountain climbers next. So down in that push-up position. Let's go. Tuck the knee into the chest as tight as you can, as far forward as you can. Try and do it in one solid movement, with moving both feet forward and back at the same time. Again, if you need to slow down, go for it. Just try not to come to a complete stop. I'm just moving my hands due to injuries. I recommend keeping them flat and not doing this with knuckles. All right, over halfway done. Keep it up. All right, final 10 seconds. Finish strong. One, and all right. May as well stay down because we're getting right into the glute bridges. All right, try and keep the weight on the upper back and shoulders and the feet, and the midsection nice and straight. You'll probably want your feet at about shoulder width apart for balance. For added challenge, you can grab your weights and throw them on your hips. Again, you want this midsection nice and flat. Unfortunately, this isn't really a position I can check how much time we have, so we're all in the dark on this one. Remember, try and breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, and avoid that mouth breathing. All right, 10 seconds rest, and then we're into our overhead press. Remember, you want to try and keep a pace that you can maintain the whole time. So if your needs go slow, go for it. And again, with the shoulder press, try and keep it strict to the shoulders. If you start to fatigue and need to use some leg drive to help, go for it. Try not to come to a dead stop. Trying to help spring that weight back, try and use that momentum. All right, final 20 seconds of our overhead press. You guys are doing great. All right, final 10. How do you feel the burn? I'm starting to feel the burn. All right, we can ditch the weights and get ready for the vertical jumps. All right, let's go. Tuck down, spring up. Oh, remember, catch yourself with your legs. Don't just hit the ground like I did on my first rep. Use your arms to get that momentum and help drive yourself up. All right, almost halfway through. So all those rolled over halfway through the exercises. You should be proud of the effort you've given so far and keep it up. All right, final 5 seconds. All right, now we're gonna get back down into renegade rows. Remember, that's the push-up position. You pull the weight up towards your rib cage. Keep them back nice and straight. Don't let yourself twist in the hips. I recommend hex plates for this exercise, as well as weights big enough to keep your knuckles off the ground, unlike mine are. If this is getting too tough on your core, because this is meant to be a back exercise, you drop to your knees or start from your knees and just do the row like you were before. And again, make sure your elbows are tucked in nice and tight as you pull them back. All right, 5 seconds to go. All right, and we're done with the weights. We're into our squats and then burpees, and then we're done. All right, let's get at her. And we're just going down to parallel. No need to worry about ass to grass right now. All right, keep your back straight, not completely erect, slight tilt, but still straight. Try to keep the knees above the toes when you get to the bottom. Just over halfway with the squats. Definitely starting to feel a bit of a burn in my legs. Hope that means I've done my job right. All right, 10 seconds to go. All right, last break and burpees for 60 seconds and we're done. All right, let's get at it. Let's bring those legs back, tuck them nice and tight, jump up nice and hard, reach for the sky. Again, this is not about speed. It's about consistency. You want to keep moving the whole time. Keep that momentum going. That means you have to slow it down to keep it up for the full 60 and slow it down. All right, 30 seconds to go. Let's finish nice and strong. Let's keep it up. You guys done great. Oh, goody. Murphy's Law, right? Whew. Final 10 seconds. Let's push it real good. One more rep. Let's go. Oh. All right. Great job. Hopefully you're all out of breath like I am. Worked up a bit of a sweat. I recommend taking a break for about 5-10 minutes, coming back and doing this again another time or two. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.